Wow, wow.
Welcome back, guys, to the Equipment Shed podcast. I'm your boy Nick here with my other co-host, Timbo Slice, Spencer Franklin. And we coming at y'all with episode 31. Can you do something for me? Bro, this will never get played out for me. I love it every time.
Every time.
But today we gonna jump in. Let's go ahead and jump in. What's on your mind there, Timbo?
Lots.
It sounds like it.
I have a question for you guys.
I may not have an answer.
I
Most
might
likely
have an
you
answer.
do.
I might have an answer.
All right, let's
All
go.
three of us are in 2 leagues together, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Is the same person in first place in both of those leagues?
God damn it, Tim.
I have to look now. I don't know.
No, I can give you the answer because I was looking a while ago. He's sitting
is.
to your right.
Whoops.
Good job.
The
Good
rest of y'all
job.
suck.
Good job. I mean,
Eat my shorts.
Buddy still hadn't had a
I
championship.
actually
but
thought
yeah.
after.
It's coming.
I mean, he's the.
I'm getting one.
He is the Baltimore Ravens of the preseason.
I'm getting one. Nope, I'm getting one. It's already
I-
started. It's already here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I
getting
actually
one.
thought after this horrible week that I had, I had the worst fantasy week I've ever had playing
Yeah.
fantasy in 12 years.
Yeah.
I actually thought I was going to drop a lot more in the standings. I only dropped 2 spots
Because
Yeah, because I haven't moved.
because other people can't beat the
Because I haven't
median.
moved,
sorry, it sucks to suck, you know.
bro.
This is the only week I haven't beat the
bro.
median. So,
Sorry.
Bro, it doesn't suck to suck,
I'm sorry you got
It doesn't
sauced this
suck to
last
suck.
week.
but it's funny because John did beat me.
but he didn't get the
He did
median.
get the median.
Everybody's got sauced so far that I've played. I just didn't beat the median 1 week. That's
You just
okay.
gave me too much sauce, extra wet. It
Yeah,
was ridiculous.
yeah.
But that's all that's on my mind is just fantasy dominance. Oh, my best ball leagues that I did, all those or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So there's one of them out of 680,000 entrants. I'm in the top 1,000.
What?
I'm in the top 7, actually top 800.
Wow.
So what is that like?
Translate to money?
Yeah.
So if it ended right now,
Yes.
Yes.
that would be that one just by itself would be $1,000.
Ooh,
we ended right
shit.
now. So
How much did you spend on that one?
$25.
Oh,
It was
wow.
$25 entry.
Oh,
That's not
So
bad.
yeah.
the best ball tournament, the big one, there's 680,000 entrants. I have 11 entries, and in 5 of them, I'm either in second or first in my
Damn.
league. So
Damn.
in first and second go on to the tournament, and then every week after that, it's like another tournament until it breaks down to 1.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
I'm doing really good.
Hell yeah.
The team that's doing the best, I have Puka, C-Mac, Devon A-Chain, Patrick Mahomes,
Oh my God.
and Cole Kmet.
Wow.
So I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. As long as these guys can keep it up.
Bro.
Puka's going to keep getting his targets, though.
Yeah.
Even if Cup comes back, it's just going to
Yeah.
be even more dominance.
Like I was telling you yesterday, I really think it's actually going to benefit Cup
Well,
even more.
Is that what's on your mind? Okay.
Yeah, what's
No,
on your
so
mind?
What's
Is
on your
that
mind first?
Actually, I have a question for the both of you.
Oh, God.
Fantasy related.
Let me hear it. Let
Okay.
me hear it.
So Geno Smith has a bye week this
I
week.
just quit right now.
Yeah.
So Geno Smith has a bye week this week.
Okay.
And I'm trying to decide. I picked up Dobbs. Joshua Dobbs for Arizona. He's been playing
He actually is not
way
playing
over what
bad.
he is. No, it's not. He's been playing
Better than
very
anybody expected.
well. And they're playing Cincinnati, who has a horrible defense. Actually, right now they have just a horrible team, which is very shocking.
Very.
Yeah, we're gonna bring that up here in a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then, but there's Stafford sitting out there. They're playing Philly. Now Philly's defensive line has been immaculate so far this season, but that secondary has been struggling.
Where are they on the road or are they home?
They're playing in Philly.
I would say no.
I mean, I'm
I
probably
don't know
going
if
to
I
roll with
touch that
Dobbs.
one.
I'm
Yeah.
probably going to
Mr.
roll
No
with
eyebrows
Dobbs.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Was
You know what your quarterback-
Valopecia,
having
whatever.
eyebrows.
Alopecia. Alopecia.
Yeah, that's what it really looks like, Jada Pinkett. You fucking liar. Out there shaving your damn head for no reason.
Because her alopecia was acting up, so she had to shave it.
Oh, yeah. That's
that's
what it
how it
was.
works.
Yeah.
Mr. Smooth Skin himself. I'd rock it. Dude, honestly, I asked the question in our chat the other day. I was like, is Josh Dobbs decent? So far,
So far,
he
yeah.
kinda is.
Yeah.
He kind of is.
A little
Yeah.
bit on the ground, not
And
making too many
like
big
what we were
mistakes.
talking about in the kitchen a while ago. We don't really fully understand how the QBR whole thing, like how they get all those numbers and stuff.
It's stupid.
But he
It is. It's very
he's-
stupid. It makes
he's
no
top
sense.
7 right now in the league in QBR.
I wouldn't even look at that to
Nah.
without like base your metrics off of it.
But
Look
if
up
you-
the best QBR performances in one game ever. You're gonna be like, how?
Derrick Henry's
how?
up there.
Yeah.
You're like, how?
Derrick Henry's up there.
There's
He has
some
a
random
couple. Oh, for
dude-
real.
I'm
For real.
fully aware. I know.
There's a random dude for Jacksonville who's the highest all time.
Yeah.
He didn't have a crazy game.
Yeah. Keenan Allen 1 week was like,
But
top 10.
fantasy-wise, he's been completely outperforming
Oh,
his
100%.
projections.
oh yeah,
I mean,
oh
just
yeah.
like-
Nobody thought Arizona would be doing what they're doing.
Let me.
I bet he's top 15.
Let's see.
We're QB 16.
Oh, damn, I was close.
You're close.
Hella close.
He had one really bad game that's kind of skewing it. It was the first game of the
QB
season.
16, and since he's been drafted, all he's done is bounce around.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all he was. He was in
Nobody,
Pittsburgh
but he's
forever.
also nobody's ever given him an actual shot.
No.
He's never had an opportunity to actually just start somewhere.
But he's
and
never.
be the
He
consistent starter.
also has never given you that reasoning to give him the keys to the yacht.
I mean, I guess we know good talent slips all the time.
And it does. It does.
But so
Look
far,
at Geno.
he's looking like a. I mean, yeah, he's looking like a good quarterback.
I would give him the chance.
I mean,
You don't need a win necessarily. You just need somebody to fill in the gap and get you, 18 points?
yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, against the best defense in the league right now, the Niners, he threw for 270, 2 touchdowns, and ran for 48.
See, that's the thing.
yards.
He had good games against Dallas
Cowboys, too.
and the 49ers.
the two top defenses in the league.
So I think he's worth the shot, man. Put him in.
I mean, I have him.
I'd put
I have
him in
there.
over Stafford against that Philadelphia defense.
Yeah, and
I-
playing in
That front
Philly.
that front line is just too dominant.
Jalen Carter is ridiculous.
Yes, he is, bro.
Dude.
Oh my god.
The fact that 8 other teams let him fall to the Eagles, man.
they thought those other 7 were better.
I will give Seattle credit.
Hey, Witherspoon has been cold. He's been
beast.
cold
I said that last year, or not last year, but before the season
before the
started.
draft.
I was like, he's going to
Yeah.
be a problem. I'm telling y'all.
He had
He
a
played for a terrible
game
Illinois
Monday
team.
night. He had a game
Yeah,
Monday
he
night.
did.
Yeah, he sure
9
did.
tackles, 2 sacks, a pick
Pick
six.
6.
I mean, man had a game. Now,
Yeah.
granted, they
All
were
over
playing
the
Giants,
place.
but
He's going to have to step it up a little bit. They lost Jamal
Hey
Adams.
man, you
so.
say granted they were playing the Giants. The Giants were a playoff team last year,
yeah.
They just
And, well, I
haven't
and
mean,
they, and they didn't really lose anybody.
Is that what's on your mind?
Well, 4 of their
No, it is not.
4 of their starting
Not at all.
offensive linemen are hurt. They haven't played at all this
Yeah,
season.
we're still on Spencer's mind.
There is a my bad,
no,
dude.
you're
I'm
good,
just
you're
rambling
good,
on
you're
about fantasy and shit. We can- I just had that one question. I was just
Yeah.
kind of trying to.
I got you.
I mean, I picked up Dobbs. I took Dobbs and I put him.
Yeah,
in. I
as you
just was,
should.
like, trying to
As you
measure
should.
it out.
That's the right move.
I think that is
If
the
that's
move,
what you're
sir.
if you're looking for that, that's the right move for sure.
What does suck?
I mean, I don't know. You shouldn't take advice from me. I'm 0-8, so
But it's
I'm
the same
ex-
advice as me. So
as a
if
Colts
you
fan,
take both records and put them together,
as a Colts fan, I'm excited. Jonathan Taylor's back. He's playing Sunday. They said it. He's practiced all week so far fully. He's good. He's 100% go.
ready to get traded.
Yeah.
I don't think he does at this point.
My run with Zach Moss on my fantasy team is over.
yeah, it might be
3
It might-
weeks of
it might
15
not be,
plus
bro.
points, but
Everybody's been using these tandem backs, so it might not be.
Other than San Francisco, because Christian McCaffrey
Is
that
an
man.
animal.
McCaffrey for MVP as of right now, standing.
No,
What?
you don't give it to anybody else other than quarterbacks.
I hate that. I firmly stand against it and don't
I do
believe in
too.
it.
I don't think there's a quarterback that's standing out from the pack right now.
No,
No,
none.
not at all.
It's horrible quarterback.
If you're
play
gonna
right now.
say any, it would probably be Brock Purdy.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I'm just saying, as of right now, going into week 5, looking at everybody, I feel like McCaffrey leads the MVP race. There ain't no way.
He should.
I think it's him and
He
Tyreek.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyreek
God.
definitely is a
Tyreek's on
close
pace
second.
for 3,000 yards.
Hey, when he said it in the
Yeah,
offseason,
he did.
I am hitting 2,000 yards this year.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to draft him so bad, but I didn't get a chance to get him, so it's okay.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
You're all right without him.
I guess.
You're all right without him, so it didn't mean that much.
I guess.
Nicholas,
What's up, my guy?
what's on your mind, man?
Okay,
I went off on a tangent
Well,
there.
Yep.
What's on my mind is number 1, go Rangers. We're moving on to the ALDS. Rangers.
I believe they're playing Baltimore.
Yes, I think so. And it just looks like Minnesota just beat. Who were they playing? They're playing the Blue Jays.
Yes.
and they just swept the Blue Jays.
Get out the brooms.
So
And y'all swept the Rays?
yes, we did.
3-0.
Arizona's starting to look like a game against Milwaukee. Arizona did get that monkey off their back. They were them and the
We were so
Twins.
close.
Them and the Twins were
What a funny
like
expression.
I think it said the Twins were like a 18 game postseason losing streak.
Good
Yeah,
God.
Yeah, it was bad. They
Oh.
they broke it yesterday, but yeah, it was bad.
Oh my God.
It was
Something's
the
gotta
highest.
give, right?
It was the highest in all of sports. I don't remember what's now the
That's
number one, but yeah,
insane.
it was the highest one. But yeah,
Well, good for you guys.
right? Yeah, that's what's been on my mind. A little bit of baseball. Evaldi looked good. We were out there
He
actually
did.
hitting. We didn't leave anybody on base. Well, not a lot of players on
You
base,
only give up
but
one run,
yeah.
and the
Hey,
Rays
bro,
can hit, so.
Evaldi
Yes,
was
they
out there
can.
doing his thing. Evaldi was doing his thing. It was he had 7 strikeouts going into the 7th inning. So
If you can strike a batter out every inning, you're doing all right.
yeah, you're doing something right.
Pay attention, Baker.
Right? First pitch strike. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Right? Just don't do that quick pitch bullshit.
Hell yeah, that never works.
It never does. It's
never
always the ball,
works.
and they're never going to call it either.
Yes.
They're never going to call it, even if it is a strike. They'll be
Especially
like,
that
"Eh."
guy behind the plate.
Oh, yeah. All of them. What do you mean?
Well, yeah.
All them whiteys. Like, I don't like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Technically, it's a fair pitch, but no, I'm not going to call it.
Well, yeah, baseball's been on my mind, man. I'm happy they're getting into the postseason because this is when baseball gets interesting. Because this is when
Of course.
baseball's at its peak
Yeah, because you
Oh,
have to
yeah.
wait 162 games.
to get to this point.
Yeah, like everybody's excited
That's a
in
lot of
April and May, and then
Yeah.
you're kind of like, okay.
I think they need to start doing like a mid-season cup like the NBA's doing it now, but for baseball.
I would enjoy that more for baseball than the
Yeah,
It would make
most
more
definitely,
sense
but
for
I think it would be-
baseball
I think it'd be
because they
cool.
play so many games.
Yes,
Yeah, make it mean and give it something.
Yeah.
exactly.
Give it something. Like every win you got in the tournament's worth 2 wins.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
interested
I
to
don't know,
see how it
something.
plays out for the NBA. Maybe it'll work out.
I don't think it's gonna matter at
I don't think so
all.
either.
I don't think it'll matter other than the money, but that's it.
Oh, is that why they do things?
Yeah.
money.
Whoops.
We are getting in a
Yeah.
good time of the year though, because basketball starts
Yeah.
soon.
Hockey's getting
Or
ready to start.
Preseason for hockey's already started, and preseason for basketball starts next week, I believe. Next week or the week after.
Yeah, something like that.
Sports.
So we're
I
gonna
like
have
sports, and I don't care who knows.
yeah,
We're men and we like sports.
Lonely Island.
All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into this week 4 recap, my guys.
Oh my goodness.
How was everybody's pick'ems first?
Trash.
We already know how the goats was.
Trash.
I think I only got the Pittsburgh game and the Cincinnati game wrong. All the rest of them I got
Nobody
correct.
asked.
Oh, my bad. That's the only thing I'm doing good in. Shit.
You're right. You are in first. I am in 13th. 500, baby. Let's go.
I'm in 8th. I'm
Sorry,
40, 40 and 24.
No, I'm better than 500. It's 36 and 28, but yeah.
Nick,
It's okay. I shine better.
and
At,
your dad.
Dominating.
I shine better at the end of the year when I do pick'ems. It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It's okay. But yeah, that was rough, man.
It was. I did see some of y'all's picks. Some of y'all were going for the upsets, and the upsets almost happened.
I had a couple
The
of
upsets
but-
almost happened on a couple of
Man, my Colts, bro.
them. Yeah.
Hey, I will say this: despite the loss, Richardson looks good.
He does.
I really like what I see.
Buddy is a dog.
He out there getting it. Now, granted, we only threw 11 passes Sunday, which was a little wild to me, but
I don't even know
Me and
how you
Spencer
do
both
that as an
picked the
NFL
Texans
team.
upset and didn't do anything else. Like, how do we do that? Like, I called that from a mile away. It's like,
oh yeah,
Texans are going to upset them, and they
this.
did, 30-6.
hey, man, Houston's offense is starting to click. They are all starting to click with each other.
C.J. Stroud
He's looking good.
looks pretty good.
Could this maybe
So is he
be
gonna
the
break the
first
mold?
Ohio State quarterback?
Break
that,
the mold?
He's got. It has to happen at some point.
Mold
And
breaker?
I said,
You
like,
gotta
if
break
it's going to
it.
happen, it'll be this guy. Otherwise,
I
I'm
can
not
see
going to
it.
trust it
Yeah.
because all the other Ohio State quarterbacks are doing pretty good. Justin Fields doing great.
Goated.
Yeah,
He had a
he's-
game.
He did finally.
Not that it counted because
Because
it's
it
against
was
the
against-
worst team in the league. TK.
It is. Well, the Bears still lost.
They did. They blew it.
Yeah.
They're up 28 to 7.
28 to 7.
They really suck.
Yeah.
Did you see that play that Justin Fields made for them to that the fumble he made?
Oh
It
yeah,
was
I
one of the
did
worst
see-
plays
yeah.
I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
It was
I
a
didn't-
terrible
I didn't
fumble.
see
It was terrible.
I was switching between all the different games, man. Like I
Bro,
saw I
I
didn't.
don't know. He ran backwards about 20 fucking yards, and then he tried
the-
to go up to throw it,
and
and
then
they hit him.
knocked the ball out
and
his
knocked
hand.
the ball
and
out, and then it fell. And
I
he was
will
like, "Where's the
scoop
ball?"
and score.
never understand
Bad.
why are y'all running backwards. I understand moving lateral and trying to get out of the pocket and get away
Yeah.
from the pass rush.
But why run?
But when you run
backwards?
20 yards back, what are you doing?
A lot
Why
of the
give them
mobile
those
quarterbacks,
yards?
that's their first move is when somebody's coming towards them, they go back and try to spin out. But a lot of these smarter, more savvy defensive players, they already know.
They're
And
already
they just gotta
accounting
pick
for
a
that.
side, left or
Yeah.
right.
They're accounting for it.
And trust me, these guys watch enough film, they know if a quarterback has a tendency to spin left or spin right.
I don't know why they don't give him that hezzy one time.
Right?
If
'Cause
they
he's-
throw a hezzy in from time to time, you'll keep them guessing.
He
You keep them on their
tried.
toes at least.
He tried to spin left, and I guarantee they watched film and said whenever
Yep.
dude's in a panic mode, he spins left.
There he goes.
Oh yeah.
Because that's exactly what happened. He tried to spin, and
'Cause
they just kept pressing.
I quit flipping to it when they went up by almost 20 points. I'm like, okay, Broncos are just horrible. Whatever. Somebody's gonna drop another 50 on them.
Bro.
I'll say this: Russ hasn't, despite how bad the team has looked as a whole.
He's looked better than last year.
Yeah, he's not like he hasn't
He's
looked
improved.
terrible. If they had the defense they had last year, they'd be fine.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that
For sure.
and
That
Randy
defense last
Gregory
year was
was
cold.
decent for him last year, and then hell, they cut him today. He's been a healthy scratch. He ain't done shit. And then they cut him.
I
And
wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't want to go out there and play for that team either.
they just they don't have a pass rush worth of fuck.
It's tough to go out there and play when an organization seems like it doesn't give a fuck about
It's like
you.
they only have three solid defensive players. Simmons at safety, Patrick Surtain, which if I'm Patrick, bro, I am not re-signing with you guys. I'm doing anything I can to get out of there.
Unless they give him the bag.
Money
Which
talks.
they might.
So
Like, I'm
And
the
then
highest paid corner in the league.
I do like
guess I
that
can
that
stay.
young middle linebacker they got, Jewel. He plays pretty good. But it don't matter when the rest of your team is just dookie.
Yeah. Vikings finally got a win, even though it doesn't count because it's against the Panthers.
Facts.
Vikings are trash, man. I'm sorry.
They are. Hey, they got lucky last year.
They sure as hell did.
They got lucky last
I
year.
know he didn't even throw the ball to my boy Addison not once.
Bro, he didn't
Yeah,
throw
he
the ball
did.
to fucking
He had a
anybody other than
target.
Justin
Oh,
Jefferson.
my bad. He had one target and he overthrew him.
Justin Jefferson was the only one doing anything.
Let me just check. Yep, one target.
One target.
0 catches, 0 yards.
Yeah, it was bad.
Big yikes. Yeah, it was only Justin Jefferson doing it. Well, Alexander Madison actually had
A
Decent
decent
game.
game.
okay game on the
Yeah.
ground, but they had to abandon it.
Yeah, that's what the problem was.
Look at Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
He's
you talk
making
about a
things happen.
resurgence. You talk about a resurgence.
He's
Went to the perfect. This was the perfect thing for him. The most perfect thing for him.
yeah. I
The
mean,
most perfect. The
he's
line,
doing-
the stars
Mike Evans
couldn't
didn't
have
even
lined any
play.
better.
Evans
was out.
didn't play. Yeah, he was out.
Chris Godwin stepped up, and that's all he needed to do.
Yeah.
Won 26-9. My
Put it
Saints prediction
on
is
the
not
Saints.
looking too good. Why did they put Derek Carr out there?
I don't know.
He
bro.
hurt his shoulder, and he literally could not do anything.
No,
except
coach, I can play.
check it down and throw
I can-
5 yards in front of him.
I can play, coach. I can play.
That's all he
when
did.
when you have Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston backing him up.
Jameis
Just
Winston
look-
didn't look good when he did back him up. When
No,
Jameis Winston
but-
came in, it was
no,
bad.
because he came in through one pass, and guess where it went? To the other team.
Well, that's what he does best.
He's really good at that.
He's got to throw at least 2 of those before he gets you a couple touchdowns.
Yeah,
But you got
Jameis
Taysom.
Winston-
You got
Jameis
Taysom. Who,
Winston 0 for 1 with 1 interception.
but you have Taysom Hill who could have stepped in and played the whole game.
Yeah, but
Change
they're
up your
not- they're
offensive
gonna-
scheme for the
they're
game.
Going to, but that's the thing that once you do change your offensive scheme, that's where you run into a problem because you don't want to stack the box. Once you stack the box, you're pretty much like you're giving up.
But we've seen him, so we know Taysom Hill got a cannon. He can't throw that. He can sling it.
slightly,
I don't
but
know.
you haven't seen him play from behind and throw the ball.
Well, that's true. No, we haven't.
You've only ever seen
We've
him.
seen him
Carr
in
has a
bits and
cannon
pieces.
too, but he can't use it because his shoulder is
Yeah.
hurt. Why he went out there, I don't know.
That was bad.
His average,
was.
his yards per attempt was 3.4.
Yeah, that's bad.
Alvin Kamara had 13 catches for 33 yards.
Alvin Kamara was the only one doing anything.
The lowest amount of yards for a player that caught 13 passes was 75 yards until they played. Alvin Kamara had 13 catches for 33 yards.
Wow.
2.5 yards a catch.
Wow.
Well, he
2.5
just-
That's
yards.
bad. That's bad.
Carr was here. Alvin Kamara was about right here. Here you go. That was the whole game.
Do something.
Shovel pass.
It
Do
was
something for me.
terrible. He might as well have underhanded it. 2.5
Yeah.
yards. That's 9
Bad.
feet.
That's bad.
Come on,
You
my
definitely
guy.
can't win no game throwing like that.
Hey, look, Jacksonville gets a win when they play at their real home.
Hell yeah, when they got home field advantage, they can
I
play good.
forgot they played in London. Otherwise
They
I
play in
would've
London
switched that
again this
pick.
week. They're
Yeah,
playing the
man, I
Bills.
only picked them in London.
I
I'm
forgot.
honestly thinking about picking them against the Bills when they play in London.
Which is this week, I believe, right?
Is it this?
Yeah, I think
thought
it's this week.
I
Or
thought
is it next
this
week? Is it week-
Thursday. It's next Thursday.
Next Thursday?
Next Thursday,
Okay.
because I don't think it's this Thursday.
That
night.
also kind of sucks.
What is
'cause
this
now they're
Thursday
gonna-
night game?
Hold on, I got you right here.
Go for it.
Oh, good.
It's a bad one. It has to be.
It is.
Bears and Commanders.
Okay, yeah. See, I knew it because I think they're playing on Thursday night. Or no? Scratch what I'm saying. They're playing the early game on Sunday.
No, they're 8:30 a.m. Sunday.
Yeah.
They're playing in London this Sunday.
Chess.
Oh, it's this Sunday?
It's this
Yeah,
Sunday
they
in London.
back
Let's
London
go,
games.
Jags.
So Jaguars,
Let's go,
did they even
Jags.
come back?
I.
But why even come
Why
back?
would you?
No, of course they didn't. No, they stayed there.
I wouldn't imagine so.
No, they wouldn't do that.
That's
that's
funny.
just that's unnecessary traveling.
Yeah.
It would be. They're staying in their home stadium.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the last time they played in Wembley, and this time they're playing in Tottenham, but like it matters.
they play best in London. They don't
As
matter.
long as it's London.
Pretty much. They call fries chips.
Cowboys
Yeah,
had a
we are.
bounce back.
We needed a bounce back after losing.
I already said that was a fluke. It was
Arizona.
a fluke game last week, or when they played Arizona. You had your All-Pro right guard that was out. You had your center that was out, and I think you had your left tackle that was out. You got
Yeah.
defensive players that were
Isn't he
missing.
always-
And you ain't
So I
fucking
mean,
lying.
there was a decent amount of starters when y'all
Just
played
oh,
Arizona.
yeah.
that
standing there
weren't- that
suited
were
up
out.
watching the whole game.
Yeah, doing nothing.
Take your
Like,
pads
yeah,
off.
hell yeah. Hell yeah. It makes me more
And-
upset seeing you sitting there with
Like,
your
what
pads
were you
on.
gonna do?
They look okay without Diggs.
Just Bland is
they-
that guy.
He.
But I really,
woo.
if we would have had Diggs, just imagine.
No, I
Just
agree. I
imagine.
just
That's the thing.
seeing
Just
how
imagine.
he played against the seeing
Yeah.
how he played Sunday.
But we gotta stay healthy up front. If we don't stay healthy up front, all that goes out.
oh, that's
the,
y'all's bread and
out-
butter
out the
right there.
window.
That is.
All that goes out the window.
Oh yeah.
But the fact the Cardinals game happened just
Yeah.
gives me a little bit
Yeah.
of pause.
Yeah. I will say the Cardinals did play the Niners just as tough.
They did.
They played them just
So
as
maybe
tough.
they're a little bit
And
better than
I
people
will
give them
say,
credit.
Yeah,
Christian
sure.
McCaffrey is a different kind of dude, though. I mean, that's
doesn't make
that's
any
just
sense.
crazy, man. And I'm not, because I mean, even Debo went out there and didn't do anything. He was a non-factor that
Didn't
game.
have to do anything.
Yeah. So I mean, whenever you got a guy like that out there playing at that kind of level, that's tough.
So
That's tough.
is Ayuk their number one receiver?
100%.
yeah.
100%.
And Debo-
Debo's just
their
a switch
gadget
army.
guy.
Yeah, he's switch
He
army.
is. I think they have too many. I said it before the season
Too
started.
many weapons.
Everybody besides McCaffrey is gonna have an off game. Debo's gonna have an off game. Ayuk's gonna have an off game.
Yeah.
Kittle's gonna have an off game.
Yeah.
Because
I
you're
mean-
not gonna have two guys just go absolutely
Kittle
bonkers.
has several games in a row where he won't do nothing but block.
right
Yeah.
because he's good at it.
And then
He
he'll go,
is.
and then
He's the
he'll
best
go
blocking
out
tight
and
end in the
have
league.
6 catches, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yep, 100% will. You just don't know when it's gonna come either. That's the hard part. That's why I said I don't really like any 49ers
Yeah.
other than McCaffrey.
Yeah. Too many mouths to feed, not enough pie.
100%. They can't score 45 points every game.
Ooh, in the
I mean,
Bill,
you can,
You
but
could, but they're not going.
our
to.
team's going to. They
And the
don't. They don't
Bills-
like
That
to.
Sunday night game's gonna be fun. Niners and Cowboys.
That
Yeah.
is
Pure
probably my
90s.
top game of the year right now for the whole regular season.
Oh
Niners,
yeah,
Cowboys.
That's the most hyped so far.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Everybody loves a good '90s rivalry.
And
matchup.
especially for the Cowboys, the road to the Super Bowl, you goes
Gonna
through
go
them.
back through
You gotta
them.
go through them. They are right now the team in the entire league.
It's either going to be them or the
that is
them,
It's
them or the
Niners.
Eagles. That's who it's going to be.
I think it's 49ers. I would
I-
put
I-
y'all ahead of the Eagles, honestly.
I do put y'all. ahead
I
of the
do as
Eagles.
well, just because we own the Eagles in our division.
AFC to me is still kind of wide open, just because you've
Yeah.
seen too many. Like everybody
Too many off games.
and everybody fell in love with the Dolphins' performance. They're like, oh, they're the team to beat, and then they just
They go out
They
and
got
get
one
blown
bad.
out by the Bills.
right.
Bills shit on them.
It's like, oh, the Broncos only scored 20. Guess what? You're only going to score 20.
Yeah,
Beat them 48-20. Like
Diggs had him a game.
he's him.
I am
is
him.
He's him.
It was, yeah. I mean, I watched a lot of that one.
So far, as far as the standings go, Buffalo's in first in their division, then Baltimore, then the Colts.
Woo.
Technically speaking, although
'Cause-
everybody in that division is 2-2.
Yeah, because Jacksonville can't get out of their own fucking way.
No, that was a disappointment. Then Kansas City, then Philly, but I think Philly's a little bit of a fake 4-0.
Yeah,
They
it's
haven't
an
played as
enigma.
good. Then you got Detroit. Got to give it up to them. That game was tough to watch.
Yeah, it was.
Detroit
As a Packers fan, that game was definitely
they
tough
look
to watch.
good, and
Hard.
on top of their offense is just being dominant right now. They're getting Jameis Williams back, which obviously we don't know what he's going to be able to do. He only had 6 catches last year, and
Oh, apparently TK knows something we don't.
Yeah, his buddy went out there and
Hey,
spent that money.
$3 on Jameson
oh yeah,
Williams.
so we were talking about earlier. Him and West were throwing them that fab money.
Make it rain, make it rain.
You don't get to keep it,
You ain't lying. You can't take it with you.
but Wes, come on, my guy.
You're not
on,
going
bruh.
to start any of those guys.
No. I
He
told you,
probably won't.
he's just stashing them for his bench so nobody else can pick them up.
That's a move.
Yeah.
We'll see if it works.
I hate it, but yeah, it is. I mean,
I hate it as well. I think it's dumb. I think it should be banned in all fantasy football teams. I think all fantasy football teams shouldn't have a bench.
May I introduce you to best ball?
That's
That's why I
is
love
that
it.
what that is? That what that
There's
is?
no waivers. There's no bench. There's no trades. You draft, and you
And
draft
that's what you
extra
got.
rounds, and
Yeah.
you get what you get.
Okay.
You don't have to set a lineup. You don't got to do shit.
it's literally the best players play.
Yep.
Okay. I like
Whoever
that.
does the best for you,
I
that's
like
the points
that.
you get.
I like that because that
I like it.
that seems a lot better than
And I know we brought it up to Andrew about doing a best ball league.
I'd be down with it.
I'm game for it.
It's fun. We can literally start our own best ball tournament on Underdog and just invite whoever you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can do that.
And it'd be just like you draft your own player, or is it like a snake draft, or how is the drafting?
It goes just
go?
like our regular draft. It goes the same exact way. But you get who you get.
But it just depends on how many people you get in the league.
That's true too.
Okay.
I mean, I always like to. All the best ball tournaments that are preset, they're all 12 teams. They're all half PPR.
Okay. Okay. What does half PPR mean?
You get a half a point per reception instead of 1.
Okay, that's gay. Whoever does that, that's gay. That's not worth playing.
I'm a full proponent for PPR. I like points.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to go in the league
Now,
that has the most points
I
available.
don't think you should get extra points for doing bullshit, but yeah, you should get the points necessary.
Wet.
My guy.
So did Zach Wilson? Did a light bulb flick on for him?
Oh, he's goated now. He's
Isn't
gonna
that
he's gonna
weird?
take him to the Super Bowl.
The hardest their hardest matchup. He plays better.
Yeah.
It's because he knew Mama Kelsey was in the stands.
Hell yeah.
Bro, that meme of showing Mama Kelsey and he turns into Joe Namath was hilarious.
Mama Kelsey's
I
having
thought
a
it
hell
was
of a
because
week.
Taylor Swift was there.
Mama Kelsey got to sit next to Jake from State Farm 1 week, and then Taylor Swift the next.
Not only Taylor
Living
Swift,
in
but
popular.
Ryan Reynolds was in there.
Really? Deadpool?
Him and his him, Hugh Jackman, Ron Reynolds. I think Blake Lively was in there. Just all hanging out, just hanging out up there.
Oh, let's go watch our friend's boyfriend play football.
Yeah.
In a suite.
Obviously,
Hell yeah.
he ain't sitting in the stands.
They're
With
not
the
sitting
common
with us
folk?
peasants. Yeah.
The common folk. I don't think so.
You won't catch me out there with the commies.
Man, I can't believe we're already 4 weeks in. We're almost a
know.
quarter of the way done.
I know.
It just came and went, dog.
Blowing by.
It's just if Zach can play like that every week,
We cannot play like that.
he
every
can't
week.
play like
Can't. But why did he do it against the Chiefs? Makes no sense.
did you see they were trying to after the game they had
That was one.
Chris Jones up there.
Oh, called him garbage. Or
They were trying to
trash.
get him
Yeah.
to call him garbage. He even was like, "This ain't right." Like he's like, "I'm not doing that." He's like, "The kid's good. He's here. He's in the league. Like he's in the
playing
league."
for a reason.
Right, like on a full scale, obviously he's really good at football because he's a professional football player.
Lasted longer than Johnny
That's
Manziel.
what Chris Jones was trying to say because they were dogging the shit out of Zach Wilson. They're like, he's trash. He's garbage can. Blah blah. And he was just like,
He
I
can
don't
be.
I don't feel right in this
He
interview.
can
even said-
be.
It's in the range
He
of
can
outcomes.
be.
It's just
But his range of outcomes just spreads way too wide, and you don't know what the hell you're going to get. That's
Right.
the problem.
he needed a game like this to try and get on the right path.
Yeah.
And maybe having a game like this will boost his confidence.
And that's
It's
what
like-
you
big
that's
part
what
of
you
it,
hope
right?
for. That's what you hope for because
Kinda like
that's what you
Justin
want.
Fields, too,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like this game he just had, maybe that leads to some.
Yep.
He's not going to have a game like that.
He now seen success. Now he knows like, okay, I can do this.
Right.
Let me see if I can just keep building upon this. And that's
It's got to be hard as a
that's what he's gotta
quarterback
do. Oh, it is. It
with
has
all
to
the
be.
outside noise. Like, obviously, you're
Oh,
probably
yeah.
not getting that within the facility. I would imagine your teammates are probably hyping you up, doing everything they
They
can
have
to
to.
make
They
you stay
better.
that way. But like when you go home, it's
Turn
got
on
to be
Sports Center.
so
You
hard.
see everybody telling you that
see
you're
They got
trash.
Twitter accounts.
Yeah.
They got Facebook. They got Instagram. They're getting all the death threats.
Hell yeah.
I'll never understand people who do that. What,
Yeah, I don't get
it's
it
not
either.
that important, guys. Like,
Hey man, to
Really
some
ain't.
people it is. That's livelihood at
I
times.
love football.
Man.
I love playing fantasy. But at the end of the day, man, it
Hey,
is
some people be putting their houses on this shit.
Well, that's called that's a problem.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You're not
You're
wrong.
not wrong.
If
You're
we
not
go to
wrong.
Green Bay and I meet AJ Dillon, I'm not going to tell him he sucks to his face. Be like, "What's up, bro? Try to do a little better." Like you kind of just taking
Come
the
on,
ball,
dude, try.
falling down. you know?
Try.
Maybe the second half of the
Now,
season you're
now
calling
I'm not thinking about going to AJ Dillon's card shop now.
because of that.
Because
I ain't supporting this
if I
shit.
run into him, I'm like, you motherfucker.
So what do y'all think the problem is with the Bengals, bro? They got blown out by
I
the
know
Titans.
Joe Burrow.
I know
By the
exactly what the
Titans.
problem is.
Joe Burrow.
I know exactly what it is.
What is it?
He should not have started the season.
No.
They rushed him. They rushed his
Yes.
ass out. Have you watched him play a game yet?
Yeah,
He
he's
is a literal statue.
Liability.
He's
can't-
not-
He can't roll out. He can't do play action. He can't scramble. It's literally three-step drop.
Yeah.
Look for a receiver.
And
And
he
the other
can't- he can't
defenses
sit
know
in the
that.
pocket. He can't sit in the pocket.
No.
They can't provide a pocket for him.
They already know he can't
So,
move.
yeah.
So they're like, let's just blitz
Sit in the
everybody.
house.
And let's see what they do. I don't care how good the receivers are.
Yeah.
You're gonna have 2 seconds, and you're gonna have to move. And if you can't
and
move,
he can't move right now.
he
That
can't.
calf is
He
you can
can't
see
move.
it clearly is bothering
It is
him.
when he
should've put him on
when he
IR.
walks off the field and they
Sat out the first
immediately
4 or 5 weeks.
put something on
Now he
his
just
leg.
prolonged
It's bad.
Now they just prolonged it.
Yeah.
Because now he's using it every week. He's not going to get any better any sooner. And you just
No
lost,
time to heal.
You just lost all your games anyway. So what was the point? You might as well just took the L on four straight games, brought him back, hope that you could muster up some wins with him healthy. Now he's not gonna get healthy.
And there were a couple of games they could have won, but
They look bad.
he just can't get it done.
Their O line's not good.
Not
Even
at all.
after the upgrades, I mean, they just cannot get that shit to click.
Nope. Nobody saw it coming either. I mean,
No.
I figured they would struggle a little bit, but they shouldn't have started.
not
them.
look like this.
Yeah, right. They're thinking like, well, if we don't start Burrow, we're gonna start in the hole. Well, you started in the hole anyway. So bad call.
Yeah.
That's head coaching right there.
Yeah.
That's Zach
My
Taylor.
thing is you should have sat him after paying him all that money. Why wouldn't you want him healthy
right?
playing
Like
for
we
you?
just paid you the bag. You're gonna be playing for a long time.
Yeah. Sit down.
Yeah, like
Sit down.
we think you should have a window with this guy as long as he's healthy. Let him sit out.
Yeah.
2
So this
games,
is-
3 games, something.
That's why you paid him that money.
Yeah. What do you have to show for it now? Absolutely nothing.
So Zach Taylor's the one to blame for all this.
Yeah, he's the one who's making
True.
the calls.
That's true.
I mean, I get it. He's a newer coach, but this was
Yeah,
he
but-
fumbled it, man. Like you can't send that guy out there like this. You should have been able to see this in practice. If you're running drills, you're running practice, and this dude can't move, you should know already.
Yep.
Like,
Well, they said there's days throughout the week he's not even practicing. He's rehabbing his calf. He's in the training rooms
yeah, come on, man.
That right there.
getting treatment on his calf and shit.
Too late now. Can't
And you
go
see,
back.
I don't know if y'all have like paid attention to him sitting on the sidelines. Every time he comes off when the defense is on, they wrap it. I don't know what they're wrapping his calf.
Yeah, it's
in,
like a massaging thing.
But
You didn't hear me when I said it, but
Oh,
yeah.
my bad. No, I
You're
didn't.
good,
I
you're
didn't.
good.
But it's every time he
Yeah.
comes off the field.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he goes and sits down.
I wonder
Tries
if
to
it's
work
like
it
a more
out.
serious thing, and they're just trying to cover it up and just throwing him out there anyway, which is even more stupid.
It's probably like some kind of calf strain, and it's not.
If it's a strain, that's a hell of a strain. I wonder if it's something worse. And they're just like, well, we don't have a chance to Burrow ain't out there.
This is a pulled calf muscle or something. I mean, maybe he pulled the muscle off the tendon or something.
Something, man. I don't know.
But at this point, we're going in a week. Hey man,
He need to build some calves. Buddy got chicken legs.
I mean, yeah.
Shit, I don't know how he can stand there with them legs like that.
Give him whatever they gave Aaron Rodgers whenever he got hurt that Monday
Hell
night
yeah.
game. He came out and
Buddy was zooted.
Yep. tore up the Bears. We ended up having a winning record that season. But he was playing on a broken leg. Didn't matter. He had them drugs.
Yeah, we won.
If I was Burrow, I'd be like,
So
which
which
whatever
doctor-
you gave that man. Hell
Just
no.
call Aaron and be like, hey, man, tell your witch doctor to pay me
Right.
a visit.
Probably don't make that no more.
Right, what do I got to eat tree bark or what do I got to do?
What's going on here? Well, yeah.
Got to take a vacation in Utah. Darkness retreat.
Hell yeah. 5 days, but you can come out whenever you want.
That was an almost upset though. Jets over Chiefs. That was a fun game.
It was. It
It-
turned out to be. It turned out
Yeah,
to
because
be.
at first I'm like, man,
Yeah,
I'll start it, but it's going to be a blowout first quarter.
It's like I feel bad for New
And
York
then it
watching
was-
this game.
But hey, I'll get that Jets defense is nasty.
They are, and
They are
that's
good.
the only thing they have to back them. That's it. That's literally the only unit doing anything.
CJ Mosley just out there doing work.
Sauce Gardner out there doing work.
That's my guy right there.
I got Sauce, baby.
Yeah,
He
he's
made
so
he
good.
didn't make a bad play though. I'll say that. He had a pass interference and actually I think it was defensive holding. It was a little.
It was a
ticky-tack
little,
to
yeah,
me.
it was a little ticky tack. At that time in that situation, it should not have been called.
It shouldn't have, but I mean, you shouldn't give him the reason to make the call in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
You never want to give the refs the reason to do anything.
Yeah, if you want to lose, you want to let the team beat you, not
Yes,
beat yourself.
Yes.
And that was a play where they beat themselves.
Yep. And that took all the wind out the sails
Oh
after
my
that.
God, it did. It really did.
Because I mean, you saw
That whole crowd was
everybody.
like-
You saw everybody like.
Like we know what's
the air,
happening
the
now.
air just left the stadium after that,
We know Patrick Mahomes about
Yep.
to do Patrick Mahomes
Yep.
things, and he did.
and he did, and it was a holding call as well, and still managed to
Yep.
make it up there.
Hate to see it. Commanders took the Eagles to overtime.
Hey, bro,
Hey.
Commanders played the Eagles. The Commanders broke their what's it called last time? I was just banking on the Eagles getting their redemption and not letting them do it this time.
This came close.
Yeah,
Came real close.
I was tempted to pick the Eagles to lose this week.
Commanders aren't looking bad.
They're not now. Not that Sam Howell. Since Sam Howell is playing, this is what the Jets could look like if Zach Wilson was any kind of decent.
It's not a bad comparison.
Because Sam Howell is doing exactly what's needed to be done for
Yep.
their team to succeed.
Minus his game with 4 interceptions.
But
That
you're
was a
gonna you're
blip.
gonna have that,
That was a
though.
blip. It's
You're gonna
okay.
have that. It's a rookie quarterback.
No, yeah.
But
yeah.
you're
And they
still
were down
letting
multiple scores.
and you're still letting
And
him
you're
air
gonna-
it out.
yeah.
You're still allowing
No,
him.
I know.
And then you literally saw him take them into overtime with his throw. Like you actually might have found something with this guy.
Oh, for sure.
Man.
You
I'm
might
not
have
gonna lie.
found somebody with this guy.
So going into week 5, would y'all take Commanders over the Bears?
Yeah.
I did take Commanders over Bears.
But I think the Bears will actually play a little bit better.
You want me to go to my
Coming
pick'ems?
off
I
the
can
heels
I
of
can
how
tell
they
you.
played.
I already locked my picks in.
I haven't. I'm going to do it
Woo!
tonight.
I lock them in. I lock my picks in days before anything even happens.
I normally do. I just
Going off
haven't done
that
it yet.
reaction, I like it.
I just say, hey man, to me it's just better for me going off my gut. That's what I did this past week. I picked everything literally. I think Wednesday after I got off work, and I just let it go. Whatever happens, happens. I don't listen to any. Oh, he's not playing. Well, fuck, I already picked him. But yeah, my picks are. Come on now. I got Washington over Chicago, Buffalo over Jacksonville, which I'm going to have to change because I didn't know this was in, because it said home on here. So it had me tripped out. And I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
no way. And then I have Indianapolis over Tennessee, Houston over Atlanta, Detroit over Carolina,
Yeah.
Baltimore over Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
New Orleans over New England,
Ooh.
Miami over the Giants. I didn't know what to do on this one yet. I'm still tempted to switch it to Rams or Philly, but I have Philly over the Rams right now.
Yep.
Cincinnati over Arizona,
Ooh.
which I might have to change that because Joe Burrow has really been killing me. I've been picking Cincinnati heavy, and every week Cincinnati has crushed me.
That means they're going to win this.
Yeah, right. And then New York, I have the Jets over Denver, Kansas City over Minnesota, Dallas over San Francisco,
That's a hard one.
and
That's
then Green Bay over Vegas. I got you.
Devontae Adams not getting redemption.
No.
Sorry, my boy.
Oh, he gonna get 100 yards though.
Oh,
He gonna get 100 yards.
I mean, he gonna
Obviously.
get his.
He ain't gonna get a win, but
Ooh.
he gonna do
That'll
his
be
thing.
interesting. Jair against Devontae.
You gonna
I'm
see it?
excited to watch
'Cause
that.
Is he gonna be back
should
this
be
week? 'Cause
back,
he didn't
shouldn't
play
he?
last week.
He did. He did.
I thought he was out last week.
No, he played last week.
Or was it the week before he was out? He was out one of these weeks.
He played last
was
week, and
the-
Amon Ra only really got one good play, and it was in zone coverage.
I got you.
So really, Jair didn't give up shit. Just we don't have. Rasul didn't have a good game, and then Eric Stokes is our other first-round pick. He didn't play, but he's supposed to be back, so
Okay.
we might be better. But yeah,
Yeah, you
I
need
agree
your
with you.
defense to be.
we need our key players to be fucking healthy.
Yeah.
They're saying Bakhtiari might be out for the season.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's not a good.
That's 2 years in a row.
Time to move on. He's the highest. Actually, I think he's top 3 highest paid left tackles in the league.
Yep.
And it's Packers are known to move on before it's too late, and it's probably almost already too late.
Just
You-
do an injury settlement, let him go.
Right? You'd save so much money, go get a couple of decent guys in free agency, or move. Well, I would say Jenkins, but he's out
Yeah,
too.
He's out.
So I think it's time to move on from Bakhtiari. I hate to say it, I love the guy, but
Might be time.
it's probably time.
So I'm
Because Jordan Love did not have time to throw it.
Not
No,
at all.
he didn't.
Not
He
at
didn't.
all.
We all watched the game.
Aiden was on that ass.
He had half a second to throw. We need a stalwart at left tackle.
Shit. You need a serviceable left tackle.
Some
Yeah.
other than what we got out there. We need
Yeah,
something.
you need something. Anything.
Are
But I
y'all-
think-
Go ahead, Spencer.
Oh, I was just gonna do my pick'ems.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
I
So
haven't
I'm
done
gonna.
mine yet, so go ahead.
I just did them right now.
Gut.
They're looking at it. But yeah, I'm gonna take Washington over Chicago, Bills over Jacksonville,
Boo.
Colts over Tennessee,
Boo.
take Houston over Atlanta,
Boo.
Detroit over Carolina. I'm gonna take Baltimore over Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh's look like straight dookie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take New England over the Saints.
Okay.
I think they're gonna. Derek Carr just
But Mac Jones is the guy.
no, but their
You mean
defense.
Mac Wilson?
Their-
Mac Wilson.
Their defense is better.
All these
than
guys are
what-
Kirk Cousins, by the
Yeah.
way. It's just different versions of Kirk Cousins. Name a quarterback, and I'll tell you how he relates to Kirk Cousins.
Miami over
Somebody
New-
who's not good, or somebody who's not awesome.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson is the pot smoking Kirk Cousins.
Russell Wilson is.
Oh, 100%. Somebody that wound tight, guarantee he smokes weed and nobody knows it. Because nobody would expect it. Name somebody else. I'll tell you how he's Kirk Cousins.
I think
Ryan
I'm gonna take.
Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill is the old Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got
Keep
it.
going.
Brock Purdy.
This guy.
Brock Purdy is the Washington Kirk Cousins. Better than he's supposed to be, and then he'll get exposed when he goes to another team. He took over for another quarterback, just like Kirk Cousins did. Wasn't supposed to be good, worked out.
They just didn't want to pay Kirk, so
Mhm.
he moved on.
Okay. Okay.
Dak Prescott's the black Kirk Cousins.
Ooh. Calm down.
It's true.
So, I mean, that's really not a horrible quarterback to be compared to.
No, but everybody's
He
Kirk
just don't win primetime. That's all.
everybody who's not Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar
Daniel
Jackson.
Jones.
That's Kirk Cousins' cousin. That's Kirk Cousins' cousin. What do you mean? That is Kirk Cousins' cousin.
Keep
I
going.
might choose the Rams over the Eagles for the
I'm
upset of
thinking
the
about
week.
picking the Rams over the Eagles.
Ooh.
The only,
What's it say?
That's my no-no square.
I thought he changed it. It didn't sound the same at first. No, we need to change that.
if their offensive line can just give Stafford 2.5 to 3 seconds to throw that ball, I think it's enough time for him. That secondary they're okay, but they're not that good. That defensive line for the Eagles is nasty. I'll give them that. It is a nasty. They got depth and everything. I mean,
Cheers.
just well-rounded. But I think I'm going to pick the Rams
Okay,
to upset them.
keep going.
I'm going to take Arizona over the Bengals.
I changed mine. I did too.
That just
It makes
like
sense
we
now.
just talked about
Means I'm taking
with
the
Burrow,
Bengals.
man. It
Huh?
just
I'm taking the Bengals then.
I'm taking the Bengals too.
No, I'm taking the
Nope,
Cardinals.
Take
I'm
it.
taking the Cardinals.
No, I'm taking the
No,
Bengals.
I'm taking the Bengals.
no, I'm sticking with Arizona. I'm sticking with my picks. I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna take the Jets over Denver. I think their defense is good enough
The Jets defense is good enough to
to
hang with
contain
anybody.
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you want to call
Anybody.
that. Yeah, I mean,
Anybody.
yeah. Kansas City over Minnesota because Minnesota's just dog water. Dallas and Niners is hard, man. That's hard.
Go ahead and pick Dallas.
That's a toss-up for me. I got to see how I'm feeling the day before. I'm waiting on
Right
that one.
now, I got the Niners, but I don't know. I'm gonna change it probably 2 to 3 more times.
Okay.
100. Well, I am 100%. I don't know. I'll finalize it right before the game start. I'm taking Green Bay over Las Vegas. What's even going on with that?
Noise.
I thought you were a Raiders fan.
Hell no. I do like Max Crosby. He's from around
So
here.
you are a Raiders fan. I knew it.
Are y'all interested in the updated fantasy rankings per position?
Hell yeah.
Let me hear it.
Who do you think quarterback number 1 is?
Brock Purdy.
Nope.
Tua.
No.
Josh Allen.
Nope.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
Lamar Jackson.
It's not ridiculous. Justin Herbert.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Herbo. He's been just fucking slinging the ball this year.
Top 12. Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts, Tua, Kirk Cousins, Patrick Mahomes, Denver Kirk Cousins, C.J. Stroud, Brock Purdy, Anthony Get Richardson, or Dry Trine.
Hell yeah, I like that.
Okay. Interesting.
Running backs. Who's number 1?
CMC.
Raheem Mostert, Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams
Devon-
is a surprise.
Apparently it's not A-Chain, it's A-Chan. He corrected everybody.
Hey, Chan.
Yeah, I saw he put out a tweet correcting like he pronounced it or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, everybody's been saying A-Chain. It's A-Chan.
Devon A-Chan, Kenneth Walker, Bijan, Tony Pollard, Brian Robinson, DeAndre Swift, David Montgomery off his big performance, Derrick Henry, James Cook. Number 1 receiver. Any guesses?
JJ.
Yeah.
His Cook finally scored a touchdown, man.
JJ.
That's all he's missing is touchdowns.
Keenan
Yeah.
Allen, Tyreek, Puka,
Yeah.
Stephon
about to say,
Diggs,
Puka gotta be up
Devontae
there.
Adams, Nico Collins,
Yeah, Nico Collins been going crazy.
A.J. Brown, Mike Evans, Adam Thielen, the ghost of Adam Thielen
He's
himself,
coming back.
Amon
They don't
Ra,
got nobody else.
and Devontae Smith.
Which, speaking of Adam Thielen, he's been their number 1 because they don't got a number 1. Which they said today that they are they're massively hunting and willing to trade with another organization for a number 1.
Yeah, because they
if
said they're
I'm
going
them,
all in on this
I'm
year.
calling the Bengals, and I'm trying to swing a
Not
trade
if
for
T.
T.
Higgins is
Higgins.
hurt.
I'm still taking T. Higgins. Come rehab over here, Bubba. When you get fixed and you get better, you are number 1 guy. Let's go.
How long you know the rehab's gonna take?
They said he's looking to only miss 2-3 weeks.
From what injury?
His ribs, fractured rib.
Fractured rib. That's a tough one.
It
to
is a
play
tough
through.
one, but for your future number 1 wide receiver, you wouldn't make the trade just because he's got a fractured rib. When you don't have a
If it's
guy
a team that
outside
doesn't
of
need to win right now,
33-year-old
then
Thielen.
Yeah.
Plus, the Bengals already made it public, and they stated he's not in their future plans. They have no intention on re-signing him after this year. So if you're the Bengals, why not answer that phone call, see what they got to offer, maybe get some compensation for it. Now, organizations don't ever do that because they're
Yeah.
fucking retarded. But
So here,
why
you
not?
can take him for this and a bag of Skittles.
Right? Do y'all need a washing machine?
I know a guy.
But if
I don't have one, but I can get one.
If
you
I'm
know?
Frank Wright and I'm the Panthers, I'm calling the Bengals.
Yeah.
They won't do it. They should, but they won't. We all know.
Hell yeah.
No, because they're gonna franchise tag that bitch.
Probably.
Yeah. Why would you not?
Here comes everybody's favorite position. I want y'all to try and name the top 12 tight ends.
Oh Jesus!
I want to see how many you can get.
I couldn't probably even go out of the top.
Well, T.J.
3.
Hawkinson's number 1.
Yes.
Mark Andrews number 2.
Yeah, Mark Andrews.
He's not number 2, but he's on there.
Oh wow.
Okay, I'll give you that. As long as you just name the guys. This is garbage.
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram is number 3. So you got 1, 3, and 6.
Is Laporta up there?
Number 2. You guys are good so far.
He's Laporta's
going.
having himself a nice rookie year.
Darren Waller.
Darren Waller's number 12.
Kelsey.
Kelsey
Yeah,
is
Travis
number 7 after missing a game. After this, it's
Garbage.
gross. It's gross.
Cole Kmet.
Yeah, Cole Kmet's number 4, even though he didn't do fucking
Conklin with the Jets.
anything. Nope. Cole Kmet's only up there because he scored 31 points last week. Conklin's not on there.
Ferguson.
Jake Ferguson is number 8 with
Hold on,
46
these tight
points.
ends.
God, this is so
Jonnu.
bad.
Jonnu Smith
is number 11.
Wow.
Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry, number 5. And I have him on my team. He didn't do anything last week.
No, he didn't. I mean, it was
11
against the
points.
best defense in the league.
You're only missing 2 guys.
What about Kincaid?
Nope.
Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz is
Yeah,
number
Zach
10.
Ertz.
Hey man, he's quietly
He's
just
been- he's been
catching
doing pretty
fucking
good.
balls over there
11
in
points,
Arizona.
14 points, 3 points, 14 points. But this is tight end premium.
Solid.
So really, it's not even that good. If we hadn't done tight end premium, it'd be even
They'd be
more
bad.
disgusting.
Bad.
It'd be
Bad.
Oh, it'd be
gross.
so bad.
It'd be gross.
Thank God we
Let's
did
see,
it.
So we got one more left. Number 10.
Number 9.
Number 9.
I would say Kittle, but he hasn't had any games standing out.
You're close. He's 13.
yeah.
This is so gross, man.
Higbee.
Yeah.
Yeah, about to say.
Not bad,
I,
guys.
I had to think about it because he's. I mean,
he's been averaging a lot of targets.
yeah.
He's been getting a lot of
The
targets.
number 12 tight end has scored 37.8 points.
Wow.
Let me go.
Ugh.
Let me see how far I got to go down for running back. 37 points for running back would be running back 28. For wide receiver, it would be. Oh my God. It would be number 48.
Oh my God.
So a starting tight end, which is number 12, is as good as a wide receiver 4 with tight end premium.
That's
bad.
gross.
That's
That's
disgusting.
bad.
That's absolutely atrocious.
What?
All 32. Well, sorry. For quarterback, it'd be quarterback number 30. Gross.
That's
What is-
bad.
What, is
Gross.
it just the lack of usage on tight
Yeah,
ends?
that's all it is.
Yeah.
They're just not using them. Like nobody's having. I don't even know how many of them have a 100-yard game. T.J. Hawkinson hasn't, and he's the number 1 tight end of the year.
Laporta.
Has not have a 100-yard game.
He,
Evan
oh,
Ingram
he had 3
has
touchdowns.
not
or
had a
whatever.
100-yard game. Cole Kmet, no.
No.
Hunter Henry, no.
I think
Mark Andrews,
I think Mark
Hawkinson did.
Andrews-
Hawkinson did have
Mark
a
Andrews
100-yard
got
game.
close, and I think Travis Kelce got close, but I think it was only like in the 70s.
69.
I
69,
know
yeah,
Hawkinson
see.
had like 130 something yards.
No.
I thought.
Nope.
No.
Did you know? Or did he just have a lot of touchdowns in one game?
Just a
None of
lot
these
of
guys in the
touchdowns.
top 12 have
He
had a
had like
100-yard
2
game
touchdowns
yet.
in one game.
Johnny Smith's the closest. He had 95 yards last week.
Damn.
That's the closest one. That's disgusting.
So does that say more on the usage of Kyle Pitts, or does that say more on his talent being overrated?
I'm sorry.
I thought he was always overrated. That's just me.
I think he is. The fact that Jonnu Smith is getting more. I've always said targets are an earned stat. You get targets because either you've earned them, you've shown that I can beat one-on-one coverage, and you can throw it to me, and I'll come
or
down
you've
with it.
earned that trust
Or
with the
You get the trust, or you get open.
yeah.
Open receivers get targets.
But I've
he hasn't
said
got anything.
I've said this with Andrew because he's real high on Kyle Pitts. He can't get separation.
I watched the Green Bay game. I didn't see anything special.
He cannot pull separation at all.
And I don't get it. He's ginormous, and he's fast for his
And-
size.
Yes.
I think it's mostly because they don't play him. They actually play him as a wide receiver. He's listed as a tight end, but they don't have him in line. They put him out wide.
I don't
So
get
he's
that.
basically a wide receiver
Why wouldn't you use him on the mismatch?
because he doesn't block. He never did
Yeah.
in college either. He's not.
But
a
now you
blocker.
got Jonnu Smith who does block.
Yeah, and which gives
And can run
gives
routes.
the illusion. He chips somebody. He blocks somebody. They don't
yeah.
know what
Gets
he's
behind,
really doing.
Gets in a seam.
Right. They got to guess what Jonnu's doing. Kyle Pitts is on the
You
field.
don't
They
have
go,
to guess.
oh, he's
yeah,
running
this
around.
guy's running around. It's gonna be just like that guy from Texas.
So at
number
this
0.
point,
Oh yeah.
It's
Well,
gonna be the same exact player
if
like
you're,
Kyle
Yeah.
Pitts.
if you're Atlanta, do you just trade him? Try to get something out of it?
I
Yeah.
would. Right
Especially
now,
if you're not using them.
he's still young too. Like he could technically still be learning the position. I'll give him that. But you've been in the league long enough. He had 1,000 yards his rookie year. But that's only because they felt like they had to use him. But he's in a bad offense for that to start because they only throw the ball 18 times a game. He needs to go
you got-
somewhere where they're going to throw 36, 40 times a
Yeah.
game.
Miami.
They don't
I
throw to
wouldn't
the
do
tight
too many mouths
ends.
to feed. I wouldn't do that.
Trying to
That's
think
why
of where-
Gesicki. That's why Gesicki was not there.
trying to think of like a good spot for him. I don't.
He can go to Pittsburgh now.
Send him to Kansas City. Let him learn from Travis Kelce. Let him be his replacement.
I mean, Travis Kelce is 34, so how long are you going to do this? That's true.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
And Kyle Pitts is like, what, 22, 23 years old?
Buffalo, no. Miami, no. I'm looking at decent teams. Pittsburgh has Freiermuth.
And they have They just drafted. They spent a second-round pick on Washington.
No. Indy?
We don't have a solidified one, so we
Maybe.
go tight end by committee.
Houston?
You got Schultz.
Yeah, but
Okay. Houston? No, they wouldn't because they spent money on Schultz. That was not smart.
I mean, he's only on a one-year deal, though.
Man, I don't see any. Goddard in Philly. Dallas is fine.
Cincinnati.
Washington, maybe. Cincinnati. They might have too many mouths to feed if
Yeah.
they're healthy. But
Well, if
maybe.
they let T. Higgins go.
Detroit's
Yeah.
got Laporta. Laporta looks great.
Yeah. Tampa Bay. But they have
Yeah.
mouths
They
to
got
feed there,
Otten.
too.
Otten doesn't look bad when they use him.
How about the Falcons?
Falcons need somebody.
Bro, I'm looking at
Oh.
teams and like
Carolina.
Rams.
He could
But
come.
Higbee's there. I don't.
Panthers.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, they don't really have a tight end. I don't know. I mean,
Nowhere,
that's the
man.
thing.
The answer's nowhere.
New England?
No.
Hunter Henry's been
Oh,
good
yeah,
for
Hunter
him.
Henry's there. And they have Jaceki as well.
Listen, this guy's more athletic than all these guys were. All these teams and all their tight ends listed, but he's not doing anything with it. They're gonna have to use him as more of a traditional tight end instead of playing him out wide like a wide receiver.
He's just going to have to learn to fucking block.
And if they're only throwing
Yep.
the ball 18 times, if you have two wide receivers and a tight end and Bijan, how many? That's four guys. How many targets can everybody get? Nothing.
That is true. That is true.
Like, I don't. He's not. I don't. I think he's overrated. But to his defense, they're not. He's not going to get very many opportunities.
No.
Like, how many times does Desmond Ritter throw the fuck? I swear it's got to be 18. I bet if I looked, that's his average.
It's not,
It
it's
can't
not,
be much
it's not
more than
much.
that. 22. We'll just say 21 so you
Is
can
it
do
10,
something
15,
for me.
19, 21, 19. Oh my God, I swear that's 18. 15, 19, 21, 19. $18 and a half. Big brain right here.
Yeah.
18 and a
brain.
half passes a game.
It's just
So if Drake London gets 6 targets, you only have 12 and a half left.
Yeah.
Bijan
And
gets
Bijan's
6.
going to get 6 at least.
That's 6. And then,
Algier might
and
get
then
3.
you're
right?
clearly feeding
John
John
gets 3.
New.
Right? Yeah, how many? There's no targets to go around.
Not enough pie.
So I'll tell you.
So
Not
maybe
enough
stay in
pie.
Atlanta and get a
No.
better quarterback.
No, I don't. Maybe.
Get a quarterback that actually stay in the
I
pocket
don't-
until the
They're
ball.
out of the running now. They're playing good. I thought
Yeah.
maybe they'd be terrible and they'd have a chance at Caleb Williams, but not now.
We need to get rid of that Desmond Ritter card.
What about
Oh,
Arizona?
I'm glad you mentioned
What
that.
about Arizona? They got Zach Ertz, but Zach Ertz is 34.
Yeah, maybe. And Kyler comes back. Maybe.
I mean, you see how well
Zach Ertz can't.
Zach Ertz
He's
is
not
playing,
the
though.
best blocking tight end, but he blocks when they ask him to block.
Yeah.
So why not trade for him now? Because Kyle, you can probably give a third, fourth round
And he
pick for
doesn't
picks.
have to actually block.
Yeah.
Just throw your body in front of somebody, pretend like you're blocking,
yeah.
and run
And
like
my
everybody
thing
else
is,
does.
you should be athletic and strong enough to block somebody.
Right? You're that huge. Just shove your arms out
Yeah.
and run.
Yeah.
Block them enough.
Yeah.
Chip block.
Pitts
Touch
is
'em.
just-
Put your hands on them. That's all you got to do. Yeah, Kyle Pitts is disappointing to me.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, very
I-
disappointing.
Sorry, I think he's
I said
overrated.
this last year. That Brock dude with Georgia, that tight end for Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah.
The hype that Kyle Pitts got is the hype that he should be getting.
I can't take anything serious with Georgia just because they have so many players. Like, is it just because he plays for
It's
Georgia?
just like Alabama. It was the
I mean,
Alabama
we'll find
stigma.
out. He's going to be a first round pick this year.
Probably. If I'm a GM or I'm a coach, I'm taking any tight end coming from Iowa.
Yeah.
100%.
It's just tight end factory.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it is.
Of all positions, they say this position you. Iowa tight
They
end
are
you,
the-
Yeah.
and it's not even close.
No.
That's where Laporta went.
Yeah.
George Kittle.
Yep.
Did T.J. Hawkins go there too?
Yep.
Pretty sure
Yeah.
he did.
He did.
Like, what the, that's like the
Iowa
best
U.
tight end. I'm just naming the best tight ends in the league.
Tight end you.
Wild.
That's crazy.
It's freaking insane.
Well, we gonna jump into this Patrick Willis, Luke Kuechly career path.
Oh,
What you got? What you got? What you got?
Week 5, my guy.
Oh, we gonna talk about week 5?
Yeah, a little bit.
Come on.
We
let's
already
talk
talked about the pick'ems, but let's go a little bit in depth.
Okay.
2.5. 2.5.
2.6.
Looking out, we have Bears Commanders,
Yeah.
which we already talked
Not
about.
impressive.
Garbage. Titans Colts division game.
Yeah.
Who you got, Spencer?
Colts.
No, I got Titans.
I think Anthony Richardson's playing good enough to
I
beat
think
him.
they can as well. I don't have any faith in Ryan
And
Tannehill.
Jonathan Taylor's back this week, so we'll see what he looks like. But he's been practicing fully. They expect him to have a full workload, they said Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see what he adds to Richardson's game.
I hope D-Hop cooks y'all.
He hasn't yet. I think he's.
With Tannehill,
That's another team that does
I
not throw the
know.
ball.
the only thing Tannehill cooking is himself, and he's
D-Hop's
overcooking
fake.
that
I'm
shit.
sorry, he's fake.
Why?
Because he's like, I want to go play somewhere I can compete.
Yeah,
I
think he
100%
went to
agree.
fucking
I thought it was
Tennessee.
such
I
bullshit.
didn't like that either.
He went to
Trash.
Tennessee solely because of the contract.
Yeah.
and-
'cause
Right.
they gave him that money.
When the Chiefs had called him in for two visits. Normally, after the first one with somebody of his stature,
Yeah.
they're not going to let you walk out of the building.
He even came
with
to
it.
Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he went to a couple of
Most teams
places.
said they didn't want him, which
Yeah.
should have been assigned to Tennessee. Like, how come these teams that are better than us don't want to sign him? Oh, let's sign him.
But he hasn't been bad. When he gets the ball, he does good.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you got to get the ball to him. Man can only do so much.
But that's
saw that.
That's kind of the point that we're making. Like you talked this big ass game over the offseason. I'm only going to a Super Bowl contender.
this is
you
who I want
had
to play for.
you had an opportunity.
Yeah.
You had an opportunity to go to the Chiefs. It was there. They're bringing you back for a second visit, probably to offer you a fucking contract.
Right.
And because you just want that bag over winning. I understand money's money. Money's going to always speak louder than wins, but you've already got your bag, bro. Why
Yeah.
not?
We
you
know
get more
that
money
was
when
number
you
one
win
on
Super
your list now.
You get more money when you win Super Bowls. I'm just throwing it
Yeah.
out there.
You do.
Yeah.
You get more notoriety. You get
Yeah.
your name on the map, which he already had his name on the map. But if you go and compete for a playoff team, it's like, oh wow, this guy can compete for a good team. You could have got the bag another.
Yeah.
And
No, nah.
Motherfucker, you go
Lost
to
me with
Kansas
that
City, outside of Kelsey, you the guy.
Yeah.
You're not fighting
Yep.
these scrubs
Rasheed
for any
Rice is
fucking
not-
targets.
Rasheed Rice don't look like the guy. Kadarius Toney don't look like the
They
guy.
don't have a guy.
Marcus
That's what I'm
Valdez
saying.
Scantlin don't
I
look like the guy.
agree. He's fake. He's fucking fake for
Yeah.
going to Tennessee. Straight up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It is true.
I'm low key excited about the Texans Falcons game.
Yes, that is actually going to
It's
be
a
a very
little
good game.
ugly on paper, but
Just because the teams are low caliber, but I think they have.
That Houston offense on a roll, man.
Yeah. But I mean, in all honesty, so was Atlanta's. Atlanta's offense was actually working there for a bit.
Yeah.
It just seemed like they just stalled out.
it's teams
But yeah,
trying to
but
figure
when
out
you,
what they're
I
doing.
feel like for Atlanta, when you play a team that is good enough to stack that box, they don't got to worry about nothing else because you only throw the ball
Yeah.
18
I mean,
times.
that's exactly what
That
is
is true.
what's going on. They're like, let's just stack the box and make Desmond Ritter throw
I mean,
the ball.
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. Yeah, obviously Bijan Robinson's good enough. He's going to get his here and there. He's going to have those breakaways, but like, how often?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not
you
gonna
can't
give him
rely on
35
that.
rushes.
That's what I'm saying.
Your offense can't rely on
What are you going to do
that.
when you play the Eagles, who have probably the deepest D line outside of Dallas?
I'm really only
Yeah.
excited about like 3 games this week. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Houston Falcons and then Cowboys Niners.
Obvious.
Everybody's excited.
everybody.
for that one.
That's
And then obviously Packers Raiders because it's my team
Yeah.
and it's Monday night. But that's the only 3 games I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Everything else
the
is
rest
like
of these just look. I mean, Eagles Rams can low key
Ugh.
be a good game.
I don't think so.
You think
Makes
it's
you think that?
Rams gonna get 8 up?
I think so. I think this is where we didn't think you'd be 2-2. Maybe you're good. This is where that stops.
What if they get cut back?
I don't think it matters.
He's practicing this week.
That's
I think
fine.
I think
Go
it does
ahead.
matter.
I don't think he's going to be 100. I don't think it's going to be one of those situations where he's 100% back running full
But
routes.
I think
completely
you
playing.
don't need him at 100% with the way Puka's playing and Atwell.
I don't.
I think you have enough, and Higbee has been getting targets. He's been serviceable.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think
I don't think so.
it could be a sneaky good game.
If you want to throw that on there, maybe. But all the rest of them
I
are
think
garbage.
the Rams have as
But
many
I
as
see
many
what you're saying. I
as
don't-
many weapons as the Commanders have. I think the Rams have.
That's fair. That was also a division game too. Division
It
games are
was,
always
it
tougher.
was, it was. But I I think the Rams probably have just as good as a defense as the Commanders do.
And the Eagles are traveling to L.A.
Yes.
That's the thing. So maybe.
And the Rams are a bigger team in L.A. than the Chargers. If it was the
I'll say,
Chargers, I'd be a little worried.
Out of
But
the afternoon games, that's the only one I'm going to watch.
What, the Eagles Rams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
what? You don't want to watch the Jets and
No. That sounds awful.
the Jets and Broncos?
Oh, we have Bengals, Cardinals, Eagles, Rams, Jets, Broncos, Chiefs, Vikings. No, thank you.
Yeah, that's some
I'll watch
garbage.
the Eagles Rams game.
I mean, I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the Colts Titans, but that's just because Colts fans.
Mm.
I'm gonna watch all of them.
But when you look at the Colts Titans game,
That's like-
I mean, on paper it's garbage. It's
That's
fucking
like
garbage.
if a turd could vomit.
I could see
It's a
that.
polished turd and a crappy turd.
Yeah.
Fair analogy, sir.
Welcome.
One of these turds is spray painted gold. The other one's just a turd. Which means it'll probably be Titans all the way. I'm
Yeah.
changing my pick.
Woo!
Go Tennessee.
If we play them like we
Titans.
played the Rams, we're gonna fucking destroy them.
I feel like y'all are one of those teams that plays to your competition. You play the good teams like you're supposed to, and you play the bad teams like you're not supposed to.
I will say,
Sound like the Cowboys.
with Jacksonville,
That's been the Cowboys' MO.
with
since I've been
Tennessee and
alive.
Jacksonville,
I don't get
for
it.
whatever reason, we always lose to them. Tennessee and Jacksonville within our division.
That's
we
not
always,
good because they're in your division.
I know.
That's
Houston,
never good.
we always beat Houston. We always beat Houston in Houston.
Yeah, unless it's Matt Schaub out there getting them to the playoffs and then not
Who?
doing shit. Matt Schwab. Matt
that
Schwab.
guy. Okay.
P-Break.
This guy. Yeah, week 5 doesn't look too interesting.
Again, like you said, there's
I think
3 games that are solid, and then
Yeah.
Rams Eagles low key be a sneaky one.
said I'm ready. I'm ready for this football weekend, man. It's gonna be action packed.
But if I'm a
Especially-
Cowboys fan and they go out and I don't care if they beat the Niners by a field goal. I don't care.
They just gotta beat them.
They just got to beat them, and that just.
Hey, that'll swing some.
I-
That'll swing some
I'll
momentum.
say this: even if they lose to the Niners, they still don't. It's not
Yeah.
even that crazy. Like
Yeah.
same for the Niners. 49ers lose to the Cowboys.
Yeah, as
It's
long as the
really not like,
49ers
oh my God, what are we gonna do?
As
It's-
long as the 49ers don't go out there and throw 48-20 on us, we'll be good. Is it raining?
it
Oh,
was
shit.
looking. It was looking pretty dark when I was leaving
Yeah.
my house.
Racist. Were there black people around, Spencer?
No, it's not a whole lot around where I live. Unfortunately.
well,
Are
I
we
can
all going to be
believe
hanging
that.
out this weekend?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
I don't know if I'm going to the lake.
Why not?
I might not.
This guy.
You're not going this weekend?
I'll be at my house, which everybody will apparently be there Friday night and Sunday for the games. So it's
Oh,
like I'll be
Sunday
there.
I won't be there Sunday. I gotta leave Sunday morning.
This fucking guy.
Hey man, I got.
Well, I'll say this: if I do come, it'll just be later because I got shit I got to do at the house. But
I got you.
I believe that is precipitation.
No, it sounds like it's a tree blowing, the wind's
Is it
blowing.
literally touching the roof?
Yeah.
Oh, big! I can come over and fix that.
No,
Buy
you-
myself a pole saw.
Bet.
I almost killed myself. Pretty bad. All I got to show for is a bruise on my arm.
Yeah.
I was on a ladder because I couldn't reach the limb, and I cut it the way I was supposed to, and I didn't account for the limb that was underneath it, and it dropped, and it hit that limb, and then fell, and it came right towards me. So I
shit.
literally took my feet and just shoved myself off the ladder. It was pretty bad. Limb landed on my arm, but it would have landed on my head if I didn't move.
Ah,
So
damn.
Friday night, are we all going to your house?
Yeah.
Is it?
After the game, everybody's coming to our house. Well, I don't know about everybody, but people are coming to our house to stay,
Okay.
so they don't have to drive all the way to Cedar Lake.
Oh,
in
I
the
think
middle
we're
of the night.
driving all the way to Cedar Lake in the middle of the night.
Some people are and some people aren't. But then on the way back on Sunday, everybody's coming to our house to watch football and stuff.
Okay.
Because it's
On the way.
by the time everybody leaves, you're
Yeah,
going to
you
miss all
probably
the,
miss the
morning games. So
I'll be watching them on my phone regardless.
you going to come hang out with me?
I mean, I'll be watching them on the way to your
Okay,
to
okay,
your house.
okay.
I won't come over there if you don't come Saturday.
You bitch. Now you're making me
Nah,
fucking come.
yeah,
That's some bullshit.
I'm not gonna come on Sunday if you're not gonna come there
All
Saturday.
right, I'll be there, but I'll be there later.
You're not that far away. If you weren't
I know, but still.
if you weren't so close, I'd probably give you a pass. But you too damn close not to come and just hang out.
It's still like 40 minutes.
It's still too damn close for you not to come and hang out.
I'll be there later.
That's fine.
But I'll be there.
As long as you come, that's fine. I don't care. But you got to be there.
And the gender reveal's coming up soon too.
Yeah.
It is. What,
Yep.
2
Ready
weeks?
for that.
The
Next
15th,
weekend.
15th of October. Yeah. So not this weekend, but next weekend. Yeah. You were correct, sir. I'm taking Monday off because I feel like getting saucy that day.
Hell yeah.
It's a
The
Sunday.
excitement.
So everybody's going to be playing it safe, and I'm not.
Yeah.
My dad and my stepmom, my sister, and my nieces will be there.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. It's going to be a full house.
Hell, who you telling? Bruh. Lots
Hell
of football
yeah.
food. Everybody's watching the games and stuff.
That's what I'm talking
It'll
about.
be fun.
I'm ready
Yeah, it's
for it.
gonna
I'm
be-
ready
it's gonna
for
be
it.
fun.
Y'all have
I'm
a
excited
chance.
for
I would
you
take
guys.
off Monday. I'm going to pressure you into doing things.
I won't be able to take off Monday.
Well,
Not with the.
I literally
what's
won't
it
be able
called
to because
coming
I
up?
start my new job.
I'm going to make
Monday.
you make bad decisions anyway.
Yeah.
I'll talk you into bad decisions earlier
Right.
in the day, and then you can just rest it off the rest of the day. I'm not doing it alone.
I hear that.
Yeah.
All right. Nick, do we want to get into your which
Yeah.
stats would you choose?
Let's go ahead and jump into this real quick. So, I got for y'all for the career paths to choose from. And I had to break down and had to do a linebacker position.
Yes.
And Luke Kuechly and Patrick Willis were the guys that I like. Okay, like they're gonna be the ones that I'm
I
do
believe
this
they
on.
both played just around the same amount of years. I think Willis might have had another season or two on him.
Hold on, 2, 3. I think they both played 8 years. Yep, they both played 8 years. Played the exact same amount of time.
That's what I thought.
And if you want to say, so we'll say Patrick Willis played in 112 games. Luke Kuechly played in 118. So it's pretty damn close. But this is where it gets a little wild.
Okay.
And I gotta see kind of where y'all lean towards when this comes to that. So for total tackles, Patrick Willis has 733. Luke Kuechly has 688. For assisted tackles, Patrick Willis has 217,
I already know this is
but
going.
Luke Kuechly has 402. And then you want to, if you add them together, the combination of them, Patrick Willis only has 950, and Luke Kuechly has 1,090. Patrick Willis has 20 sacks. Luke Kuechly has 12 and a half, or 20 and a half and 12 and a half
Okay.
throughout their career. Patrick Willis has 8 interceptions.
This is here's the difference.
Luke Kuechly has 18.
Yeah. Let's say there's that difference.
And through those 18, Luke Kuechly had one touchdown, but Patrick Willis has had 2 touchdowns.
If I remember right, there's going to be a stat for Willis that outweighs Kuechly. 'Cause I remember what he was good at.
And which one is that?
You're about to get to it probably.
Maybe not.
Patrick Willis, I'll say, was more of a boxer than Luke Kuechly.
More
yes.
of a boxer.
Yes.
This guy.
You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all.
Okay, keep going with the stats.
Okay. So we got So 8 interceptions to 18. 1 touchdown versus 2 touchdowns. Patrick Willis had 53 pass deflections, and Luke Kuechly had 65. And that's about all I got for you right now. I don't know what other stat you want to look at. You have to tell me which one you want to.
Where's the career comparison?
This one?
Yeah.
Kind of sideways, it'd be easier to see.
Forced fumbles.
Oh, the forced fumbles. That's what I missed, wasn't it? What was it? Let's see.
I know Willis's was high.
Oh, yeah. Patrick Willis had 16 forced fumbles, and Luke Kuechly had 7.
I remember several times us playing the 49ers, and he would just be in a scrum, and he'd be like,
Yeah.
ball.
but he only has 5 fumble recoveries. Luke Kuechly has 9.
So Luke Kuechly knew where the ball went. Patrick Willis just said, go get it.
Pretty much.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, 2 guys whose careers were pretty much almost identical, but their stats went in different directions.
What about accolades?
Which you got the accolades up?
I do not, but I can look
I did
them
not
up.
get the accolades. I just got the stats. Because I know Patrick Willis got a couple of first teams, but I know Luke Kuechly probably has more.
Luke Kuechly got a Defensive Player of the Year and
He
Rookie
did.
Player of the Year and Rookie Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, he does 5 All-Pros and 7 Pro Bowls for Kuechly.
And that was 8 years in the league.
Literally 5 of his 8 years, he was a first-team All-Pro.
Patrick Willis, 5 All-Pros, 7 Pro Bowls.
Damn.
So they are the exact same. Just no Defensive Player of the Year.
I think
Willis is Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Just no Defensive Player of the Year.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Kuechly had Defensive Player of the Year because that
And
year he
Luke-
had the dude was just insane.
Luke Kuechly also got closer to 100 tackles in a season more times than Patrick Willis did.
If I remember right,
I want to say, yeah, go ahead.
I think if I had to play more towards Patrick Willis played on better teams than Kuechly did, which
Yes.
means Kuechly had more opportunities to play defense than Patrick did.
Yeah.
That would
I
be the
agree
only
with that.
argument just
Yeah.
for Willis, I think.
Yeah.
'Cause
Patrick
otherwise-
Willis did have longevity. He did play in almost 16 games
Right.
every season.
So that kind of sways back to Kuechly,
Yeah.
though. Like, he didn't play
'Cause
as many
towards the
games,
end
but
of-
he had the same stats.
Yeah.
towards the end of Kuechly's
That's
career, concussions had become an issue. It's just
Yeah.
one of the reasons why he retired. He wanted to maintain his health. It was very important to
Yeah.
him, which it should be.
Yeah.
But I also know that, and I'm not 100% sure, but I believe Kuechly at one point had set the single game record for tackles
He might have.
He could have.
because
I'd
he
have
had
to
he had a single game where it was up in the 20s in tackles.
I think I'm going Kuechly. And it's very slight. And
It's
the only
very-
reason I say that is because I feel like every time I watch that guy, it was like watching a quarterback on defense.
And watching multiple interviews with quarterbacks that had played against Kuechly, before they would even get to the center, Kuechly was literally calling their offensive play they were about to run.
That's got to be so fucking
That's a guy that
frustrating.
knows his film.
That's
You know
gotta
what
be
I'm saying?
frustrating.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying maybe Patrick Willis didn't do it, but there's not a lot of players going out there being like, yeah, Patrick Willis would get up there and
Yeah.
call our offensive play.
He was just nasty.
he was just
Had
But
a
how do
nose
you,
for the ball.
What do you do whenever you're going up to the line and Kuechly's already calling out the play you're about to run?
And now you're like,
You're like,
what do we do now?
timeout. This dude knows
I think-
exactly what's happening.
I think they're so similar, but I think when it comes to the knowledge of the game,
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a little. I'm gonna roll towards Kuechly. I think
Yeah.
he gets the slider hand there. I'm not saying that Patrick Willis
Yeah.
is not
I
knowledgeable,
got you,
obviously,
I got
but
you.
when the guys up there just calling their offensive plays,
Yeah.
not knowing like.
Yeah.
I like it because I didn't realize their stats were that close.
Yeah. Very close.
I would have thought
I
Kuechly
didn't
would
realize
blew
they were
him out
that
of the water.
close.
Yeah.
They were very
Patrick
close.
Patrick Willis is that dog. Patrick Willis was that guy. He could take anybody on one-on-one.
Yeah,
Anybody. Didn't matter who it was.
yeah.
One-on-one in the hole. More than likely, Patrick Willis is winning that
I
fight.
think if you had to separate him, you say Kuechly's the guy like, what is he thinking? And then Patrick Willis is like, where is he going? What is he doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm not necessarily worried about Kuechly taking my head off. He probably could. But I'm worried about what's he thinking. Like, is he about to just blow this fucking play up because he knows exactly what's about to happen? And then you're worried about Patrick Willis. Like, is he
Yeah.
about to blow his play up because he's just a monster?
Yeah.
He's about to rip some dude's head off and come sack my ass.
Yep.
It's crazy they both retired so early.
Right? You kind of wish they
I
played
wish they
longer.
would- yeah.
Luke Kuechly, when he announced his retirement, I remember watching it. He had said the biggest decision for him was his personal health. For he
With
he
all
just
those
doesn't-
concussions, it makes sense.
He had 3 or 4 concussions in his last 2 seasons, and I think that's really what got him being like, "Is this worth it? Like,
Yeah.
I've already made the money.
Yeah.
I've got generational wealth. Like, what else do I
Yeah.
need to do?"
Because the only thing he could have done was have gone to a contender and kept playing.
And he went to a Super Bowl. He played in the Super Bowl. He just didn't win it.
Both of them did.
Patrick Willis, yeah, played in
Both
the
of them
Super
did.
Bowl. And,
Yeah.
and Patrick Willis retired.
in the
I remember when he
playoffs.
retired. When he announced it, he retired to take care of his family. He was just like, no, I'm good. I did what I need to do. I made my money. I'm just gonna
Crazy.
take
Both
care
of
of my
them
family
crazy.
and just hang out with my family.
Left
Yeah.
way too early, both of them.
They really did. I thought Patrick Willis played longer too. I didn't realize
Nope.
it was only the same amount of
He had
years.
the same amount of years.
He could have kept.
From 2012
Man.
to 2019 for Luke Kuechly and 2007 to 2014 for Patrick Willis.
Man, imagine if these dudes played 15 years. What their stats would look like.
And there's, I mean, I think at some point they'll both be in the Hall of Fame just for how good they are.
I don't think either of them can be first ballot though.
No, Patrick Willis has already ran past his first ballot.
Yeah, right. Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Damn.
he's actually been slighted 3 years in a row. So
I think he'll get in eventually.
that's what I'm saying. At some point, both of them will get in. Neither one of them are going to be first ballots because
5 All Pros, like that's a lot.
knowing how
That's a lot.
fucking hard it is to get that, and both of them had 5 out of 8 years.
Yeah.
What?
That's
What?
bonkers. More
And
than half
I'm
your
going to go
years.
on a limb and say for Luke Kuechly, out of those are probably the 3 seasons that he had injury problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to put it into comparison? How many All Pros did Tom Brady have?
2?
3.
Oh, that's close. I knew it was low.
The greatest football player of all time had 3.
All pros.
And these
That's
guys had
crazy. But
five.
and how many MVPs did he have?
4?
I don't think he had 4.
3 or 4?
Did he have 3?
3.
That's crazy.
Because I think Peyton Manning holds the record on the MVPs.
I believe so. Aaron was going to win another one.
You think so?
First of all, Aaron shouldn't have won back-to-back. I'm just throwing it out there.
Huh?
Aaron shouldn't have won back-to-back.
Shouldn't?
No, shouldn't have.
Blasphemy.
No.
Blasphemy. Why not?
I believe the year he won the second one in a row was when Christian McCaffrey went for over 2,000 all-purpose yards and had hella touchdowns. And then you also had Cooper Kupp almost break Megatron's record, and they go out to win the Super Bowl. You take Cooper Kupp out of the equation, they're not going to the playoffs.
Yeah, you're right.
Sure.
I think
Aaron Rodgers shouldn't have won it.
I don't. But it's always going to be a quarterback to win
Yeah,
it, and I hate
it
it.
will be.
I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the first. We were the number 1 seed in the playoffs. He only threw 37 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
No, I'm not.
That was it?
I'm not
That was
saying
it.
it wasn't.
And the year
a
before
good
that, he only threw
season.
48 and 5.
I just think sometimes other positions should have a look at. I mean,
I
when you're
think-
doing shit like that,
To be honest, the year Cooper Kupp went off, I think he should have won it.
Yeah, he really should have. Winning the Triple Crown,
That's wild.
actually, and if you want to be technical, even though they don't count it,
the quadruple
it was
crown.
a quadruple crown.
Quadruple?
It was
What made it a quadruple crown?
yards, receptions, touchdowns, and yak. He
Oh.
led in all categories as a receiver.
Damn.
Never been done before by a receiver.
Damn.
Led in all 4.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Got the 4 for 4, baby.
And then he was only
Piggyback?
he wasn't very like 100 and something yards off of Megatron's record.
yeah, it wasn't far off. He could have had it. He could
That's what
have
I'm
had
saying,
Megatron's
like-
record.
But it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're just not gonna get it.
The way the game's played now and how people vote, it's going to take like
And-
a ridiculous season.
And I was
for
high
a
on
non-quarterback
McCaffrey
to
getting
win
it that
now.
year because there's only been 2 other players to do what he did at that position. And
The-
that was in the fucking 90s.
If McCaffrey can somehow play every game and do exactly what he's doing now, he's got a pretty good shot.
I don't know who you could give it to other than him.
Right,
No
if we're
quarterbacks are
looking
really
at it,
standing out.
if we're looking at it right now, nobody.
Because even Patrick Mahomes threw interception in the Jets game.
It was an ugly one too. Ugly.
2. He threw 2.
They're 2
Threw
interceptions.
2 interceptions. So yeah.
One of them, I believe, was the receiver's fault, but that first one was
Yeah,
straight up
definitely
him. That was
Patrick's
ugly.
fault. Yeah.
But
McCaffrey's leading the league in rushing yards by 135 yards.
Damn.
and he's got hella
That's a
touchdowns, I
full
believe.
Game. That's a full game.
He does. He scores a touchdown every game.
Well, hell,
He's on like a 13-game scoring streak. Or
last
something
week
like that,
he
isn't
had 4 touchdowns.
He's got 6 rushing touchdowns already.
How many
in 4
receiving?
games.
3 receiving.
He's got 1 receiving,
No,
Okay.
but
still
doesn't matter.
Still a lot of
Doesn't
touchdowns.
matter.
How many receiving yards he got?
141. So not a lot. He's just doing a little bit.
Wow,
the
he's
air, but he
being
didn't
a
have
little
to.
used more on the ground than I was expected.
He hasn't fumbled any. He's fumbled 0 times. He doesn't give up the ball either.
Nope.
You could maybe put that against him, like, well, maybe he
Yeah.
coughs it up sometime. Nope,
Nope.
Nope.
sure doesn't. He's averaging 5.7 a carry.
Shit.
Fuck.
That's good. That's good.
not fair. It's not fair.
But the last time a non-quarterback won was Adrian Peterson,
Yeah.
and that was
That
12
was
years ago
That was
almost.
a co-MVP.
Yeah.
2000.
It wasn't even like he didn't even win it outright.
Yeah, he's that guy. Darius Sanders.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
I agree.
Good thing it's not storming.
Right? We're probably going to have to wrap it up.
Hell yeah, I ain't
Wrap it
I
up.
gotta drive in this shit.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm gonna wait it out a little
I
bit.
got to go.
I can't.
You said can't.
I can't.
Well, thank you guys. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Once again, please go follow us, like, subscribe, share, leave comments down below. Let us know how your fantasy teams are doing. And until next time, we'll see you guys.
Peace.